guys, in this video I'm going to be introducing you to quadratic equations on topic 14. So first of all, we have to know what is quadratic equation. This name quadratic comes from quad, meaning square, because the variable gets squared like x squared. It is also called an equation of degree 2 because of the 2 on the x. Okay, we next to standard form. The standard form of a quadratic equation looks like this: ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are non-values, and a can't be 0. Remember this, a can't be 0. X is the variable or unknown. We don't know it yet. Okay, an example of a quadratic equation is 5x squared plus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. This yellow sign makes it quadratic. Okay, next, more example. Okay, examples number 1. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, and this one, we get a equals to 2, b equals to 5, and c equals to 3. Example number 2. X squared minus 3x equals to 0. This one is a little more tricky. So, well, a equals to 1, as we don't usually write 1x squared. B equals to minus 3, and c equals to 0. Examples number 3. 5x minus 3 equals to 0. And oops, this one is not a quadratic equation. It is missing x squared. In other words, a equals to 0, which means it can't be quadratic. Okay, hidden quadratic equations. As we saw before, the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. But sometimes a quadratic equation doesn't look like that. For example, x squared equals to 3x minus 1. Okay, we can move all terms to left hand side. So we get x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. And we get the a, b, and c. A equals to 1, b equals to minus 3, and c equals to 1. Examples number 2. 2 parentheses w squared minus 2w equals to 5. So expand into the brackets and move 5 to left. So we get 2w squared minus 4w minus 5 equals to 0. And we get a, b, and c again. In examples number 3, z parentheses z minus 1 equals to 3. Okay, expand and move 3 to left. So we get z squared minus z minus 3 equals to 0. And again, we get a, b, and c. Next. Okay, how to solve them? The solutions to the quadratic equation are where it is equal to 0. They are also called roots, or sometimes zeros. there are a few different ways to find the solutions. We can factor the quadratic, we can complete the square, or we can quadratic formula. We can use quadratic formula, okay? Quadratic formula. X equals to minus b plus or minus roots b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Just plug in the values of a, b, and c and do the calculations. Okay, about the quadratic formula. The plus or minus means there are two answers. Like this. X equals to minus b plus roots b squared minus 4ac per 2a, or x equals to minus b minus roots b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, for example about the quadratic formula, solve 5x squared plus 6x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so we know coefficients are a equals to 5, b equals to 6, and c equals to 1. Okay, we get quadratic formula and put in a, b, and c to quadratic formula. So we get x equals to minus 6 plus or minus roots 6 squared minus 4.5.1 over 2.5, and we get x equals to minus 6 plus or minus roots 36 minus 20 over 10. We get minus 6 plus or minus roots 16 over 10. And we get minus 6 plus or minus 4 over 10. So we get the answer x equals to minus 0.2 or x equals to minus 1. Okay, that's it about the quadratic formula. So we next.
Factoring quadratic. Ex squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A quadratic equation in standard form. A, b, and c can have any value except that a cannot be 0. For example, multiplying x plus 4 and x minus 1 together called expanding gets x squared plus 3x minus 4. X plus 4 multiplied by x minus 1 expand to x squared plus 3x minus 4. X squared plus 3x minus 4 is a factor of x plus 4 multiplied by x minus 1. So, x plus 4 and x minus 1 are factors x squared plus 3x minus 4. Just to be sure, let us check. X plus 4 multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to x multiplied by x minus 1 plus 4 multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to x squared minus x plus 4x minus 4 is equal to x squared plus 3x minus 4. Yes, x plus 4 and x minus 1 are definitely factors of x squared plus 3x minus 4. A method for simple cases. Luckily, there is a method that works in a simple cases. with the quadratic equation in this form, ex squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Step 1. Find the number that multiply to give ac, in other words a times c, and add to give b. For example, 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. A multiplied by c is 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6 and b is 7. So we want the number that multiply together to make 6 and add up to 7. In fact, 6 and 1 do that. 6 multiplied by 1 is equal to 6 and 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Step 2. Rewrite the middle with those numbers. Rewrite 7 multiplied with 6 multiplied and 1 multiplied. To quadrate 2x squared plus 6x plus x plus 3. The next, step 3. Factor the first two and last two terms separately. The first two terms, 2x squared plus 6x, factor into 2x multiplied by x plus 3. The last two terms, x plus 3, don't actually change in this case, so we get 2x multiplied by x plus 3 plus x plus 3. The next, step 4. If we have done this correctly, our two new terms should have a clearly visible common factor. In this case, we can see that x plus 3 is common to both terms, so we can go start with 2x multiplied by x plus 3 plus x plus 3, which is 2x multiplied by x plus 3 plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3, and so 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3. Don't check. 2x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 is equal to 2x squared plus 6x plus x plus 3 is equal to 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Solving general quadratic equation by completing the square. We can complete the square to solve a quadratic equation. Find where it is equal to 0. But a general quadratic equation can have a coefficient of a in front of x squared. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But that is easy to deal with blank blank blank. Just divide the whole equation by a first, then carry on. X squared plus b divided by a x plus c divided by a is equal to 0. Steps. Now we can solve a quadratic equation in 5 steps. Step 1. Divide all terms by the coefficient of quadratic, that is x squared. Step 2. Move the number term c divided by a to the right side of the equation. Step 3. Complete the square on the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same value to the right side of the equation. We now have something that looks like x plus b squared is equal to q, which can be solved rather easily. Step 4. Take the square root on both sides of the equation. Step 5. Subtract the number that remains on the left side of the equation to find x. Example, solve x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Step 1 can be skipped in this example since the coefficient of x squared is 1. Step 2. Move the number term to the right side of the equation. X squared plus 4x is equal to minus 1. Step 3. Complete the square on the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same number to the right side of the equation. b divided by 2 quadrate is equal to 4 divided by 2 quadrate is equal to 2 quadrate is equal to 4. X quadrate plus 4x plus 4 is equal to minus 1 plus 4. X plus 2 quadrate is equal to 3. Step 4. Take square root on both sides of the equation. X plus 2 is equal to plus or minus root 3 is equal to plus or minus 1,73 to 2 decimals. Step 5. Subtract 2 from both sides. X is equal to plus or minus 1,73 minus 2 is equal to minus 3,73 or minus 0,2.